is Eric Thomas, and this is Economics 1740, Economic History of the United States. And I'm doing my historical park on Klondike Gold Rush National Historical Park. So the question is, what is the historical park? And to that answer, I'd say, the site was created to provide historical moments and to provide incredible details that occurred during the Great Klondike Gold Rush. This was also known as the Alaskan or Yukon Gold Rush, as where 100,000 people ventured the mountains between 1896 and 1899 in search of gold. There are several locations, but you can find multiple historical buildings such as the White Pass and Yukon Railway and Administrative Building in Alaska, which contains historical pieces for people to observe and enjoy. So the location details. Here's some details about the location. So there are multiple historical units surrounding the main route trails, but you can specifically find museums and visitor centers in 3 locations in Skagway, Alaska, and another in Seattle, Washington, in America. You can find multiple other locations in Canada along the route and in the towns that they visited. So here's the picture this is the picture of the White Pass and Yukon Railway Administration Building, which is now used as a museum. So here's some historical context about the building and about the Yukon Klondike Gold Rush. So the Klondike Gold Rush is sparked from a discovery of gold located in the Rabbit Creek and Yukon district in Canada. This was discovered by an American named George Cormack alongside his peers in August 16, 1896. The information of gold wasn't actually exposed into the media until 1897 because the conditions in that location were extremely isolated and hostile. Once it reached the outside world, it sparked the travel of many people in waves and brought people seeking gold alongside Cormack. Hundreds of thousands of people appeared in search of gold. So here's a picture of fellow gold hunters filtering soil in search of evidence of gold in search of a great mass of gold in hopes to gain some financial. So here's some historical importance for the site. Klondike or Alaskan Gold Rush was a big moment in American history, as it was the last giant gold rush in American history. The news of gold resulted in more than 100,000 people venturing in search of gold in the Yukon Territory in Canada through the route. The search was the most significant moment, as many travelers didn't survive the journey, and those who sometimes came home with empty pockets. So here's a picture of the hundreds of thousands of people scaling the mountains in search of gold. And along them are natives. They're offering guidance through the mountains for compensation. So here's some economic importance for the site and for the venturers that were in the Klondike Gold Rush time. The discovery and recovery of the gold was the main economic goal for many of the travelers, but gold wasn't the only important factor. The increase in travelers led to advancement in economical for many villages and were scattered through the route of many travelers. So many of the places that they visited sparked in economically. So there's a lot of new towns were created. This led to villages growing into small cities and new cities that sparked from gold mining. The largest economic importance of the Klondike Gold Rush was that it was considered a huge factor in the escape of the American Great Depression. This is why you should care about the Klondike Gold Rush and the Klondike Gold Rush National Historical Park. The Klondike Gold Rush National Historical Park, to me, was such an educational and great learning experience. I think that people should care about the memorial site and the history behind it, because it has major historical information that people should know. The struggles and fortunes that were made being present in the memorial site are invaluable, and learning that this was a major cause that helped Americans out of the Great Depression was amazing. And here's the sources that I used. Many of them are from, one of them from Wikipedia and the National History site. Thank you.